in mind. He is now pissed off Bacchus and consequently the Roman pantheon. So, back to the German witches. Through divination and magical detective work and all that, Melina and her coven and Atticus discover where the German witches are hanging out, and they all get together to go kill them all. Unfortunately, there are 24, if I'm not mistaken, 24 of these witches, these German witches, in this coven, and Atticus cannot kill them all by himself. And the Polish witches, they're not really going to go in and kill the German ones. They're just going to sort of surround the building and do protective enchantments and stuff. And kind of contain the mayhem within the warehouse building, whatever the fuck it is, that they're hanging out. Because they've also got demons on their side. Yay! So, in order to have a fighting chance of winning this epic battle at the climax of the story, Atticus has to enlist the help of Leif Helgerson. And so in order to do that, he has to agree to help Leif kill Thor. Big point. So, to sum up the big ending of the story, Leif and Atticus kill a bunch of witches and a bunch of demons. And because they have killed a bunch of witches and demons, it draws the attention of the Hammers of God and the Rabbi Yosef Bialachik. It's a Roman rabbi who belongs to the Hammers of... Roman? Pay the fuck attention, Becca! He is a Russian... oh, man. A Russian rabbi. Actually, he's a Kabbalist. So he's kind of like a magical rabbi. He's got a certain amount of magical powers. And anyways, it draws his attention, and he's kind of like rabid. He's a rabid Russian rabbi. Bonus bacon for alliteration! Yes! Okay. So, rabid Russian rabbi goes, aha! There's the druid. He's hanging out with witches who are evil. And he's hanging out with demons who are even more evil. He is an evil person and I must kill them all. And after all the German witches are dead, after the demons have all been killed, Atticus... not so calmly explains to this rabbi that not all magic users, let me clarify that, not all non-Judeo-Christian magic users are evil, that these Polish witches are actually trying to protect the area, and he's trying to fuck around with the people trying to keep things in check over here, and that he, Atticus, is a good druid trying to take care of the earth, trying to also help them protect, and that he is barking up the wrong tree. And that, yes, vampires can be dicks, but this one helped kill a bunch of demons and witches that were trying to fuck things up, so go the fuck away. And so now we have a rabid Russian rabbi whose ego has been bruised and is none too happy with all these people. And that's just That's just something you need to know because it's going to come up in the next book. I already warned you, spoiler alert. But I think the most important part, believe it or not, of this story is actually the epilogue. Because what happens in the epilogue is Atticus, with the help of Granuaile and Oberon, goes out to the Superstition Mountains, where the land has now been killed because of Angus Og and his portal to hell. The land is just dead. There's no magic of Gaia, or whatever you want to call it, in that area. And so he takes relatively minuscule stuff to try and help enrich the soil and heal the land, and it's just the smallest thing in the world. But he has to do it because you have to take that small little step to make big changes. And it's just this little bit of stuff, and Oberon makes a remark afterwards saying, hey, this all feels like it's not going to help at all. And Atticus, being 2,000 plus years old, says, no, you don't understand. With enough time and enough love and enough determination, we can heal this land. But it starts with this tiny little step. And the reason that I have to bring attention to that epilogue is because that is a major theme that comes up, particularly at the end of the series. And we'll get into that later, obviously. So stick around. Hopefully I'll be able to keep these shows just as organized as this one, but I'm not making any promises, okay? Because I love this book series. I love Atticus. This book was actually the book that made me just go, that's my soulmate right there. Because there's a point in the story, before the big showdown at the end, there's a minor skirmish with a couple of the German witches, and through a wacky series of events, Atticus ends up wearing only a towel in the middle of this skirmish, and so he towel snaps one of the witches, which is like the greatest thing, you know, you're in the middle of a battle with these killer Nazis, and you're gonna towel snap them, of all things. But after he towel snaps her, he makes this remark about, Douglas Adams was right. There is nothing more useful in the world than a towel. And I would say, I love you! Marry me! I know you're not real, but marry me anyways. Because I'm a nerd. Anyways, so that's Hexed. So, if you would like to contact me anywhere on the internet, what you need to be looking for is PurpleBecca923. That's PurpleBecca 923. That is my username on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. With regards to Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, I always follow back unless and until you send me something inappropriate, in which case you will be dealt with accordingly. PurpleBecca923 at gmail.com is the email address. And purplebecca923.com is the website. So, uniformity, right? So, until next time, remember, education is fresh. Learning can be fun. So go out there, create what you deserve, and fly with the penguins. Talk to you next time.